really wanted to offer some free classes to our seniors so they can work out and do some exercises every day at home to help boost their immune system and to keep them moving and active. Here are a few exercises that would be great to do every day. One is working on balance. So what I suggest you do is have a chair. I'm just going to turn this chair around so that I can have my hand on it to give me some balance support if I need. I'm going to stand up as tall as I can, so opening up through the chest, hand is resting on the chair, and I'm just going to work on heel raises. So I'm coming up as high as I can, and then controlling coming down, lifting up as high as I can, controlling coming down. Depending on how your feet feel today, you might go half height, or you might go all the way up. So what matters is that as we come up onto our toes, we're pressing into the balls of the toes, trying to keep our body nice and tall and keep the chest as open as we can as we repeat these heel raises. Let's do 4 more. If I don't need the chair for balance, then I can just have my hand close by, or I can have it by my side, or I can be close to the wall or the kitchen counter. Last one. And then let the heels come down. I have the chair there as I need, and I'm going to work on some marching. So I'm going to balance on one leg as I bring the other knee up towards my chest, and then place it down. Balance on the other leg, opposite knee up towards the chest, and bring it back down. So as I'm doing this marching action, I want to think about tightening up through my abdominal muscles. So I'm going to use my abs to help pull the leg up into my march. And we're going to bring it up as high as it goes. I'm relaxed through the shoulders. I'm standing nice and tall. I'm trying as I do my marching to not do a big lean side to side. I've got my hand on something for balance if I need it, and if I don't, I'm just doing my marching. If I don't need the hand for balance, I can even add in lifting the arms. So one leg comes up, opposite arm reaches overhead. Let's do 4 more times. Okay, excellent. We're going to go into a series of squats, and what I like to do is chair squats. So I'm going to turn this chair around, and what I would choose is a kitchen table chair, something that's a little more firm, and the chair gives me a goal. So whether or not I can come down to touch it or not, that's my goal over time. Maybe I can work my way up to getting into a chair squat and back up to stand tall. So my feet are going to be hip width apart. As I sit down towards the chair, I'm going to reach my arms forward, and then as I come up, the arms are going to go by my side. So when I bring my arms forward, that helps give me a little bit of balance to come down towards the chair, touching if I can, and then bringing myself back up. Now, if this is hard for you, what might happen is you'll get 75% of the way down towards the chair, and then you'll kind of fall the rest of the way. And then you'll have to kind of scoot yourself forward and shift forward to come back up. What I'd rather you do is just go down as far as you can control, and then bring yourself up nice and tall. Okay, keep repeating your squat, and if you want a little more challenge, as you come up out of your squat, you're going to go right up onto your toes, and then down into your squat, right up into your toes. Okay, you can also be close to the wall for this, or the counter, so bring your kitchen chair, just turn it to the side so you can have one hand on the kitchen table, or you've got the wall or the counter. 2 more times, building some strength and endurance through our legs, maybe adding in the balance challenge. And then you can let yourself sit. So sitting in the chair, we want to stay tall. It's pretty tempting to just lean back and take a rest, but let's work some strength and stability and endurance of our trunk muscles. So we're sitting tall. I've got the feet hip width apart and on the floor. And we're just going to do some arm motions. Inhale as I bring the arms up. Exhale as I bring the arms down. I'm trying to keep the elbows straight. I'm going to look straight ahead, open my chest, be super tall through my whole body, and just see if I can improve upon some of the flexibility that I have in my shoulder joints. Let's do 2 more like this. Bringing the arms straight up over our head, and then back down. Last one. We're going to change our arm position. Let's go out to the side and then back down. Out to the side and then back down. Okay, if this is not comfortable for your shoulder to do, an alternative might be touching the shoulder and then reaching overhead. Coming down to touch the shoulder and then reaching overhead. Let's breathe as we move. So inhale with one motion, exhale with the other. We're still sitting nice and tall in our chair. Two more times. You could also add a little bit of weight to some of these arm motions if you like, so a can of soup in each side. Excellent. Let the arms rest down onto your lap and do some big shoulder circles. So trying to make your shoulder motion nice and smooth. I'm sure there's going to be a few creaks and cracks in there. That's okay as long as it's not painful. And then let's switch directions. So nice and smooth shoulder circles forward. Okay, we're still sitting tall. We're still working on building up some endurance through our trunk and core and posture muscles. Let's cross the arms over our chest. I want you to keep equal weight on your bum cheeks, and you're going to rotate as far as you can one way. Come back to the center. Let's rotate as far as we can the other way, and then back to the center. Exhale as you twist. Inhale as you come back to the middle. Exhale to twist. Inhale back to the middle. Exhale to twist. Inhale back to the middle. 3 more times. And we're only twisting as far as it feels comfortable to go. It can feel stiff, but we want to make sure that we're not going into pain. And then let yourself rest. We're going to do a little bit of movement with the legs. So we're still not leaning back into the chair. We're still nice and upright. As I start to straighten one leg out, I might have a tendency to lean back. So I want you to fight against that. And then we're going to bend the knee and place the foot on the floor. Alternate sides. So we're doing leg extensions. You're going to squeeze the muscles of the thigh as you reach the leg and straighten the knee. And then switch to the other side. See if you can check in if you're still sitting nice and tall, chest is nice and open. Let's exhale as we straighten the leg, inhale as we bring it back down. We're going to do 6 more. Exhale to straighten the leg, inhale to bring it back down. As I straighten the leg, my thigh is still resting down onto the chair. So I'm not trying to lift the whole leg off, I'm just straightening and bending the knee. Last one. Okay, very good. We're going to work on pushing ourselves with the arms up off of the chair, almost like a little dip. So I'm going to hang on to the side of my chair. I'm going to bring myself a little bit towards the edge, and I'm going to push into the chair to lift my bum off, and then I'm going to let myself rest back down. I'm going to push, and then come back down. So as I push myself up, I'm actually still touching the chair, but I'm not putting weight on my bum. So I push up so the weight comes off my bum, and then I'm going to relax and release back down. I'm going to push into the chair so the weight goes into my arms and off my bum, and then I'm going to relax and bring myself back down. If this is uncomfortable for your hands or for your wrists, just skip this one. And what you could do instead is a little bit of a lean forward and lift, and then bring yourself back down. Lean forward and lift, bring yourself back down. Using a little bit of that push from the hands, or if you're in a chair that has arms, you could push into the arms, do a little bit of a lean forward and lift, come back down, lean forward and lift, come back down. Let's do 3 more times. So you're either pushing into the arms of the chair or the side of the chair, or using your legs to help you. Last one. And then let yourself just rest. We're going to do some movement of the spine in a cat and cow exercise. So as I do a cat, I'm going to curl my spine forward, rounding through the back. And then as I do a cow, I'm going to arch the back, open the chest, and just look straight ahead. I'm going to exhale as I curl into a cat stretch. And then inhale, open the chest. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cow, nice and open through the chest. Let's do 2 more times, and you're just going as far as it feels good for your spine. Working on flexing and extending the spine. We already did the twist, so we've got all of the movements. And then sit yourself up nice and tall. The last movement that the spine does is side bending. So I'm just going to turn my chair so you can see me. I'm going to start by sitting nice and tall, and then I'm going to lean to the side and then bring myself up. I can have my feet nice and wide so I feel stable. And as I lean to the left, I'm going to see if I can keep weight onto my right butt cheek. And then I'm going to bring myself up nice and tall. I'm going to lean to the right, but I'm going to keep some weight onto my left bum cheek. And then bring myself up nice and tall. Keep alternating sides, working on some nice side bending for the spine. Let's do 3 more times. Okay, very good. As we work our way up, we started with the feet and the legs. We did some hip exercises, then some spine. Let's just finish with a few gentle motions and stretches for the neck. As I exhale, I'm going to turn to look over one shoulder. And inhale to bring my head back to the center. Exhale, turn to look over the other shoulder. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale to turn. Inhale back to the center. Keep going. As you do your turn, you're trying to just do the movement from the neck. So you'll notice that the rest of my body is just sitting nice and tall. 1 more each way. And then for my last stretch, what I'm going to do is look towards my armpit. So I'm going to bring the head down and to the side. So I'm looking towards my right armpit, and I should feel that stretch through the left side of the neck. And I'm just going to hold there. Let the head just hang heavy. Should feel like a stretch, should not be painful. And then bring my head back up to the center, and then I'll do that again on the other side. So looking towards my left armpit, letting the head just looking down and hang down, taking some deep breaths. And then bringing my head back to the center. We'll finish with some really big breaths. What I want you to do is try and breathe into the ribs. So every time you inhale, you're going to feel the rib cage push out to the side, and as you exhale, the rib cage comes back together. So you can even give yourself a little hug And see if you can feel the ribs push out into your hands with your inhale, and then the ribs come back together with the exhale. So we're practicing getting a really deep breath, helping to free up any tension through the rib cage so it makes it free for the lungs to fill with air and expand and then retract. A few more breaths. Great. This is a nice routine that you could do every day.